I was on duty. Obviously, as soon as we find out that our colleagues have been involved in a shooting, there will be some officers dispatched to the scene. When I arrived, there were still medical people working on Mark Duggan at the time. The option 2 vehicle stop, which is the formation that the police vehicles were in when they stopped the minicab that Mark Duggan was in, is used in a lot of police stops, but the way the stop would have gone in, i.e. the police officers getting out of their vehicles quite fast and in quite a robust way, is because they would have had information that the person inside that cab had a firearm, and that justifies the fairly robust tactics.
Talk me through the instances when you are allowed to discharge a weapon.
The phrase that is always used is that there should be an imminent threat to life, and the threat to life may be to your life as a police officer, or to another colleague's life, or to a member of the public's life. So at that point there has got to be an imminent threat to life, which there would be if somebody was holding a firearm. It doesn't necessarily mean that that firearm was pointing directly at you, but it may be that it's capable of being discharged and it is a threat to somebody else. There are several gangs in London, more than most people realise. A lot of them are carrying firearms. I suspect they pick up their tactics from the television, and they probably think that because in general the UK is unarmed, the police service in the UK is unarmed, that it will never happen to them. But officers not only in the Met but throughout the UK are trained that if there is an imminent threat to life, they will shoot, and the area that they will shoot is to stop that person doing what they're about to do, and they will shoot around the torso area.
How do you think that the immediate aftermath, the next few days, were handled by the police and the Independent Police Complaints Commission?
I think there are lessons that can be learned, and both the police and the IPCC could have handled things better. Firearms officers are more than happy for the truth to come out, and if it had been reported accurately that actually there were no shots fired by Duggan, but the shots were both by a police officer, and there was more interaction with the community and explanation around the circumstances, I think that we maybe wouldn't have had the fallout that we did have in the subsequent couple of months after that shooting.
How do you feel that police performed on that day? Do you think mistakes were made in the shooting of Mark Duggan?
I don't know. I think they performed 100% as they've been trained to do, and quite often in these circumstances police officers do fall back on their training. I 100% believe that Mark Duggan was a threat either to the police officers or somebody else at the scene, and that is why he was shot, and I believe that shooting to be justified. I also believed that if he had come out of the minicab under instruction by police and left the firearm in the cab, he would be alive today.